Here we are flung into the world as humans, and there are many questions that we don't know the answer to. Why is there a universe? What's going to happen to us after we die? Is there a purpose to it all? These are the deep questions that religion attempts to grapple with. I want to emphasize that these are in some ways empirical questions. Either there is life after death or there isn't. But there's no way this side of eternity to know what the correct empirical answer is. We live in doubt. That's why we're believers. We're not knowers, we're believers, and we're called to have faith because we don't know. So there's a skepticism built in religion also. Now, here's the point. You can say that our democratic debate is based on reason, but there is no reasonable way to resolve these fundamental questions. There's no reasonable way to declare in advance there is life after death or there isn't. We live in eternal skepticism about that. And so the claims of religion are not amenable to easy scientific resolution. You can't do an empirical experiment and sort it out. Now, what Susan Jacoby is doing is taking this great, deep, and complex thing, religion, which gives answers, and maybe wrong answers, but nevertheless, it's tackling questions that science doesn't even dare to deal with and wouldn't even know how to begin to deal with. What's the scientific answer to is there life after death? Don't have a clue. What's the scientific answer to is there a purpose to life? Don't have a clue. What's the scientific answer to why there is a universe? Don't have a clue. So the religious questions bear upon us. We can't avoid dealing with them and taking a stance on them, whether it's for religion or against it. Now, here's my point. Whatever stance we take, believer or unbeliever, what is the justification of the secular state showing up and saying, listen, there are two types of answers, religious answers and secular answers. We declare that the secular answers are wonderful, deserve constitutional protection, recognition, subsidy, encouragement, but these religious answers are basically dogmatic, superstitious, extremely dangerous, lead to religious wars, and they've got to be stopped and prohibited. On the face of it, this is idiocy. We are all humans struggling with these questions, and society has got to recognize that the answers to these are not known in advance, and at the least, we should be modest and step back and say, listen, we are at least all equal citizens, we have equal rights, we have the right to be treated in a non-discriminatory way, and the claims of religion do not deserve special antagonism, special prejudice, and special exclusion. That would take the majority of American citizens and make them second-class citizens in the name of a constitutional sleight of hand, very remote from anything that the American founders ever imagined. If they were to see what the ACLU has done with their Constitution, these guys would be spinning in their grave. Thank you very much.